Vinyl Tag 2025. I got my answers, and here we go. I'm Chris. This is Late Night Dead Wax. So I want to first start by saying thank you to Pretty Green Vinyl Guy that put this together. I think the questions are awesome, and I think they were fun. Got me to go through my collection. I think that's kind of the purpose. So I really do enjoy it, and so thank you. I know there's a bit of a controversy. I don't really care because I thought this was a lot of fun, and so thank you, Pretty Green Vinyl Guy. So anyway, let's kick this off. The first one was best purchase of 2024, new or old. Mine was a reissue. It's Ben Folds 5, Whatever Never Amen. This was a crazy good album. I love this record. I was so excited when it got reissued, so it's great to have it in my collection. This was the 90s for me, and great album. Second question, 50 years later. Best album from 1974. I went with Black Sabbath, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I love Black Sabbath. And 74, this is a great album. There were so many great albums from 74. But this is the one I picked. Even just the cover art alone is awesome. And, 50 years old. Wow. Question number 3. An album that defines a genre. For me, being a kid in the 80s and being a metalhead and growing up on all of that, nothing quite hit the same as Poison, Look What the Cat Dragged In. This was the quintessential glam metal album, and just look at them. This was, it's a great record too. But everything else in the glam metal genre kind of was chasing this. This was the pinnacle. This is the most makeup, the most hair, the loudest guitars. It was a good time. Poison. Question number 4. Best band from your home country. This was a difficult one because there's so many good bands. I'm in America, and there's so many great bands that I could have picked here. But I went with Van Halen because Van Halen. I have in my hand the self-titled first record, and this really changed things on the entire musical landscape. This landed when we were still full on disco, and Van Halen saved rock and roll. This is the band I went with. Like I said, I could have went with a million, but this was my pick. And here we are, question 5, an artist you miss dearly. There's so many great artists that we've lost. And for me, though, this was kind of an easy one. I went with Prince. Prince? One of the greatest musicians of all time. Very talented beyond just the stuff on the surface. Great gifted songwriter, great musician, so many great albums. A lot of people consider Sign of the Times to be one of the greatest albums of all time. I agree. It's a great record. So I dearly miss Prince. Best live album in your collection is question number 6. I don't have a whole lot of live records. I got the classics, but I went with one that actually came out this year because I really play it a lot. It's the Right Here, Right Now. It's the soundtrack for the movie Right Here, Right Now from Ghost. This is really good. The movie's really good. If you haven't seen it, it's more than just a concert film. It's a lot of fun, and the album's great. And I'm going to see them with my sisters next year, so I'm pretty excited about that. So there's my live pick. Question number 7. Your partner just dumped you. What album are you putting on? Well, I don't really have any experience in this. I've been married for a while. But if that were to happen, it would be the same one I put on anytime I'm not having a good day or I am having a good day. It's the record I play the most. It's Fleetwood Mac Rumours. If you've watched my channel at all, you know that I've got quite a few copies of this and love this record. And this is my go-to almost all the time anyway. So I guess if I got dumped, Rumours it is. And the next one is best sounding drums on an album. This was a tough one because I got a lot of jazz records, and there's a lot of really good sounding drums on jazz records, and I could have went with Led Zeppelin. So many great drummers. Could have went back with Van Halen, but stuck with jazz because this Art Blakey, man, what an incredible drummer. And this record that I have here is the Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers with Thelonious Monk. So the piano is excellent too. But this is just a good sounding record, and everything sounds good, especially the drums. And so, yeah, Art Blakey. How could I go wrong? So number 9 is favorite artist who's a member of 2 or more bands. I haven't watched a whole lot of other people's vinyl tags, but I'm guessing this one's going to come up a lot. I went with Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Stone Sour and his solo stuff. And I mean, he's just an absolutely insanely good musician and great vocalist. And I dig Slipknot and Stone Sour. So Corey Taylor is my pick. 10 was an easy one for me. Beatles or Stones? Don't get me wrong. I enjoy both. But, I mean, you got to go Beatles, right? Man, I really do like the Stones, but the Beatles, I mean, they're the greatest band of all time. And they're still outselling almost everyone. And there's a reason for that, because they're the Beatles. So yes, Beatles over Stones for me. So number 11, you found a bag of weed. What are you going to listen to? I'm not a pot smoker, but I am a drinker. And, you know, there's kind of nothing like some of that ice cold, cheap domestic beer and Metallica Master of Puppets. Absolute classic, and so just aggressive and so much fun. So yeah, like I'm not gonna throw in some tie-dye and find a Grateful Dead record. I'm gonna drink some beer and listen to Metallica. Number 12, an album from the 80s that you still listen to. This was an easy one too, because it's one that does come up a lot for me, and it's Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime. This was a big part of the coming of age for me, and I still love this record. My opinion, the greatest concept album of all time. I'm sure I'm going to get some arguments on that one in the comments. I hope I do, because it is a great topic to discuss. I love this record though, and yeah, man, I still play it. Operation Mindcrime, Queensryche. Ooh, number 13, an artist whose political stance has soured you. Try to keep my music and my politics separate, but there's one that always comes to mind, and that is Ted Nugent. I don't align with him, but this is a stellar record. He was the guitarist in Damn Yankees and Jack Blades and Tommy Shaw. This just an all-star band, and they put out 2 incredible records. It was really good stuff. But yeah, I just don't agree with Ted Nugent on a lot of, or pretty much probably anything. But I do love Damn Yankees. So we're up to 14. This one is Show a Favorite Record label. I just absolutely always loved the way that the Paisley Park, just beautiful label and very classic. And, you know, it's Prince. So, yeah, I figured out a way to get Prince in here twice. But look at that label. Number 15, a run of 3 great singles. Yeah, there were quite a few to choose from here. For me, it was a no-brainer, though. It's an album that start to finish is almost perfect. But Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine, and Paradise City, those 3 just absolute classics and great songs on a great album. So yeah, I went with Guns N' Roses for my run of 3 great singles. So number 16, already up to 16. I'm almost done. But it is an RSD purchase that you actually consistently listen to. I got a lot. I love Record Store Day. I know that it's kind of in vogue to beat up the list every time and all that stuff, but I always find something I want, usually a lot that I want. And, you know, sometimes some of it gets a little price prohibitive, but for me, Joan Jett, up your alley. This was Record Store Day, I think 2 years ago, but on this beautiful, beautiful yellow. I mean, this is just, I love this record, and I still play it. I love Joan Jett. It shouldn't come as much of a shock if you watch my channel. I always seem to try and fit Joan Jett into everything too. And here I did it again. So yes, my RSD that I still consistently listen to. 17. You can be reincarnated as any artist, dead or alive. Who's it going to be? Yeah, there were quite a few that I pulled records out for and then put them back. And I've gone back and forth on this one. It's a fun question. I mean, there's so many good choices. I mean, it would be awesome to be able to play guitar like Randy Rhoads. Just so many amazing artists that I'd love to come back as. But one kind of stands above the rest, and it's Frank Sinatra. He could be the coolest person to ever live, and so yeah, this is Sinatra, and this is my answer. So number 18, 3 lines from a song. This one was tough because of the fact that well, I couldn't find just 3 lines, so I went with 4 because I didn't know what else to do. I picked 9 Inch Nails. The lines from Something I Could Never Have. You always were the one to show me how. Back then I couldn't do the things that I can do now. This thing is slowly tearing me apart. Gray would be the color if I had a heart. That spoke to teenage me. And yeah, 9 Inch Nails. Love this record too. This is my favorite album. My favorite record is Rumours, but this is my favorite album. Complete, start to finish. This is an original U.S. press first, and I have it on CD. I think I even have it or had it on cassette. Yeah, I love this album, and so I broke the rules. I went with 4 lines, but it wouldn't have worked if I took one of them out. So 9 Inch Nails. So number 19, an album you never tire of. I'm not going to pull the record back up. I'll just kind of do this. Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. And last but not least, number 20, share your favorite VC channel. There are so many good ones, and I guess there can only be one favorite. And right now, one of my favorites, we'll call it one of my favorites because I watch a lot of them, is Vinyl Reckoning. They do such an awesome job of just having fun and going to different record stores and just showing off what they purchased, and they're just a lot of fun. If you haven't checked them out, you definitely should. Obviously, there'll be a link with all my answers and all that fun stuff. So yeah, Vinyl Reckoning. Check them out. So there you have it. Vinyl Tag 2025. There's my answers. That was a lot of fun. Definitely a big thank you to Pretty Green Vinyl Guy for putting this list together. I had a blast. I hope that everybody in the VC does this because it's always a lot of fun every year. And now I'm going to spend some time watching everyone else's videos. I didn't want to watch a whole lot of them because I didn't want to kind of have it influence my answers. So, but I'm done. So I'm going to watch them. So, yeah, see you next time. Vinyl Tag 2025. I really appreciate it. So pretty